Hi guys, Pastor John here, and I am standing with Colin and Melissa Higginbottom in front of their miracle home. And I'm excited because they've invited us into their Vision Builder story.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sneak peek because we are under construction, but you're the people we're trusting for that first look.
Come on in.
50 Cent's gonna walk out. Look at this, man. This is amazing.
You would have walked out. That's how
Love this. Swim up bar, I can picture myself right there, by the fire. Love it. This place is amazing. This is amazing. Well, hey, I first just want to thank you guys for allowing us into your world. I know it's not something that you are looking to do, but I think it's inspiring to see what God's doing in your life, and it will inspire a lot of us to, go after God a little bit harder. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. But Colin, I know you guys have your business in Washington, but you felt like San Diego was your home, and I remember you talking about how you were saving up to buy your first home in San Diego. But then something significant happened that sort of delayed that process a little bit. Can you guys talk about what happened?
We'd saved up a bit for our down payment, and we'd found pretty quickly that moving to San Diego, there was a little bit of cost difference in homes. and
Right.
And we wanted a nice home, so a down payment wasn't a small thing. And but we got introduced to Vision Builders, and Vision Builders was basically where the church was going.
Yeah.
And we felt that first year, God kind of speak to us and say, put my house first, put my home first, put the kingdom first, put the church first, and I'll take care of you. And so we looked at each other and we both just had that I know that it's give time before it's buy a home time.
Yeah.
And so our first year, we took our down payment and pledged it to Vision Builders. And we found our whole life, not just our business lives, every aspect of our life has really grown in its capacity since we've come to C3, without a doubt. What was cool about giving that down payment is the next year we felt called to go bigger.
Yeah.
And
like, how?
How? I mean, and it's, I think we're in this season of stretch, and that's the name for this year. And I feel like every year it's been a stretch.
Yeah.
But what we've grown comfortable in is the uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That the kingdom is a stretch. And we have a responsibility to extend our lives, and in our case, it's business. Our gifting is marketplace and finance and generating wealth for the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
And so what we found is, hey, maybe we neither of us are great worship leaders, but we are good at building businesses. So why don't we use our gifts for the kingdom's purpose?
Yeah.
We've just started to. We said, hey, let's surrender everything, all that we are, for the purpose of the kingdom. And it just so happens our gift is in wealth creation. Why can't we use that for the kingdom of God?
That's a gift.
It's a gift
from God.
Yeah, from God.
Yeah.
So why not use it for Him and for the kingdom?
I know we're sitting in this beautiful home, and over the last year has been your guys' biggest stretch financially as far as Vision Builders is concerned. I mean, you've given the most you've ever given, and we're sitting in the result of that blessing of God. But it hasn't been an easy year for you.
Yeah, it's definitely been the hardest year personally of my life. I lost my brother in November. Our son Jacob went off to the Marine Corps, which was exciting and amazing, but also a bit, traumatic for a mom in a good way. And then my dad had bone cancer, and it just got a lot worse very quick. And we lost my dad also. And the trauma was so much on my brain that my body shut down, and I was in the hospital, couldn't walk for 5 days. Things were just crazy. But God's faithfulness through all that, through the hardest parts of some of my life I've ever had, God was so faithful through all that. So I would say the stretch isn't easy, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, I think for us, kind of in closing, I'm reminded of Easter. Pastor Jurgen had mentioned one of the reasons why he has seen a lot of big things that God's done in his life was related to big surrender, and he'd given God his whole life to work with. And I think for Melissa and I, we've surrendered our life financially to the kingdom, and we've made financing the kingdom our number one. And it's just interesting how as you surrender your life to the purposes of God and the bigness of God, he will take you places that you could never get on your own. And this home is just one of the things that we've seen God do because of financial surrender to the kingdom. And so my encouragement to those of us that are out there, number one, surrender your life to the kingdom of God and get behind the vision of Vision Builders, because what we're doing is making a difference in our city. And if you need to stretch to finish. It's not going to be easy necessarily. In fact, it probably won't be. But come on, we didn't sign up for easy.
Right.
We signed up for the miraculous, and we signed up for God to show himself strong, but that requires a surrendered life. And don't be surprised at how great of a story you could have if you give your life and your heart and your finances to the kingdom.
Beautiful.
So good.
Love it. Well, thank you guys so much for letting us into your world, and love your home, love your family. You guys are amazing. God bless you guys.